Ritika Priya from Damodaram Sanjeevan National Law University, and I'll be giving a speech on conflict resolution and peace building. It's my theme, and my title is the patchwork of peace. I'll be focusing on what India is, how the varied cultures have been in India, and how have been we communally very harmonious, and when this communal harmony turns to communal disharmony. And I will also be focusing on the history, how our states are organized, like on linguistic basis, what division it creates, and at the end I would like to throw light upon some of the solutions as per I think. India is a developing country, as we all know, but still being drawn to the negative direction because of huge population, many castes, many creeds, many religions, the varied cultures we have been into India. As we all know from the history itself, many cultures fought battles on the grounds of Indian soil and got themselves firmly entrenched into India. India has also assimilated all the cultures and religions into her blood. We have been living with so much of harmony, but what is that difference which creates some disharmony between us? Even in one religion, the Hindus, they are different castes. Like on historic reasons, on historic basis, we can divide it into Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Why are so many castes? What are the differences we are going through? All these reasons elucidate that the need and significance of conflict resolution on a global level is very eager, and specifically in India. This can be achieved by sensible communication and inculcation of a sense of unity and diversity amongst the conflict groups. What are the conflict groups? The two groups which are conflicting, the two major groups. What is casteism? Also, I would like to focus these conflicts, this communal disharmony which creates communal riots and communal violence does not only sweep with itself the religion and language, the religion and caste, it also sweeps with itself the language, the area, the region. Communal violence also occurs on linguistic basis, on the time of occupation basis, and sometimes there are many riots. I have listed 10 very menace riots in India on Indian soil. Some of the reasons are so small that even the courts would not have taken their pleas. They would have not have entertained it. Now, communal harmony refers to the harmony, acceptance and love among the people of various communities belonging to different castes, races and religions. Communal harmony is the most important precondition of feeling of unity and national integration in India. Along with that, nation building. What is it? It means constructing or structuring or a national identity using the power of the state. Nation building aims at unification of the people within it. It is done by the use of some national paraphernalia such as national flags, national land, national animal, etc. Now, communal violence. This is the most important definition as per I think. It is given in the Prevention of Communal and Targeted Violence Bill 2011, which is still a bill still to come to the law. Any act or series of acts whether spontaneous or planned resulting in injury or harm to the person and or property knowingly directed against any person by virtue of his or her membership of any religious or linguistic minority in any state in the Union of India or scheduled caste and scheduled tribes within the meaning of clauses 24 and 25 of Article 366 of the Constitution of India. Communal right, it has a bigger ambit. As I told you, apart from just caste and religions, it sweeps with itself language, region-based rights, community-based rights, social inequality, poverty and ignorance. Casteism. What is casteism? It is a blind following of one loyalty, and it divides the country as if I am following such and such particular caste, I would think that my caste is superior and your caste is inferior. I would undermine whatever good things would have to come to you. I would always bring it to myself. It is a discrimination on basis of caste and creed in our country, which it all does not only fuckate our country, it makes branches in a tree. It fuckates it very, very deeply. Coming to language base, as we all know about caste and religion, it is communal right, it would be termed as linguistic. India has multiple languages, as we all know. We are often termed with crown of the languages country and all the cultures country. It seems like a star on our shoulder. It seems like a very good compliment. Indeed it is. But we fail on some of the aspects and some of the stages to help those languages develop, to come to run those languages on a shoulder-to-shoulder basis. Not in some languages should not be treated as superior or inferior. Indian states have always been divided on the basis of language. During the time of independence, there was a state reorganization State Reorganization Committee was formed in 1953 that divided Indian states on basis of language, so that the people of one language stay in one area, stay in one region, feel safe, do whatever is done in that state interests all the people of that region. Now, even the people living in one province started feeling the alienation of alienation from those in other provinces. The language issues in India are the result of multilingual polity. During the British rule, English was used to be the official language of India. English was also issued as a die medium of instruction, particularly for higher education. And even now in courts and also here, we can see English is a language we communicate. As also at the time of independence, not more than 1% of the Indian population knew English, and it was made the medium, it was made in the official language. So there was the objections to the continued use of English in independent India were almost universal. Okay, now I would just like to jump to the, there is a National Foundation for Communal Harmony which intends to integrate India, also develop children of who face this violence and rights, and this is basically based on children. We need more NGOs, more organizations of the state. The solution I would just like to present, I will just need half a minute to present the solution to roids. The true information should be provided by the media persons. Sometimes roids occur and the true reasons are not known. Who did this, how it happened, how many people died, where did it occur. There are some discrepancies which are told to the people, but that should not be done. The total investigation should be done, and then the results should be laid out to the people. Also, we should change the education pattern in our country. We should assimilate more and more of culture and unity of Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs in our education papers, in our books. Also, we should reform the police system. Many of the roids have seen that the police system were involved in this roids. They should be told they are there to protect and not to introduce roids and all that. We should also stop, or we should lessen the practice of endogamy. We should go with inter-community marriages and etc. And we should not abolishment of community. We should abolish communities. Along with that, we should abolish communal political parties. Along with that, we should not give any privileges to any of the classes. Thank you.